Alright, so Salt Harbor, last location. So after you've hit level 53, 54, 53 is a bit daring, but if you have good gear, like if you've gone outside of the guide to, actually invest the time in getting some good gear, or if you've just gotten lucky legendary drops from instances, then, this is the place for you. So, the teleporter's just here, with a doctor right next to it. Another recommendation letter. Doctor right next to it, so very close to a doctor if you, feel like going back. Though, really I don't see why you would, so I don't know why I mentioned that, but whatever. So, again, elite mobs, evil cult generals, and evil cult archons. These guys are level 57, so they are not pushovers. So I am actually going to switch my abilities around to what I would normally have them as. There we go. So I would normally my damage is really the reason why I'm able to farm here. I mean, yeah, they do get catch up to me. I mean, see, these guys are hitting mid to high 100s, like 165, 170, around there, around that kind of number. And, while that's not enough to take you down, because you're going to have tens of thousands, 20,000 maybe, and if you're like a really tanky class, perhaps Shaolin, and you've really invested in that constitution, then you might even be breaking 30k HP. But either way, over time, these guys are going to wear you down, and it is going to be cost you quite a few potions. Bloody hell. So yeah, you can just train here from level 53 or 54 up to 55, and these guys give quite awesome XP. They give something like 915 or something when you're at level 54. And the closer to their level you get, the more XP that you're going to get off of them. So really, I could probably continue on with the guide and go up to level 60, but I really cannot say for sure what the best mobs are after these guys. So I don't want to give out false information. So as far as I know, in the closed beta test, I have run around and killed every mob on every map to find out what gives best experience, how far their pull range is, so to see if you could pull several groups of them, like you saw at Scarlet. How I pulled 3 groups together. Or was that a different map? I can't remember. I get confused with Scarlet and the other ones. So yeah, I've gone around and tested their pull range to see how many you could pull together, the XP per kill, how much damage they deal, so how much pots you'll need, how, basically tested all the stuff you need to know how good they are for grinding in this game. Now, last few things I'm going to say. Usually when I grind, I bring 2 sets, like for characters with a heal. I recommend bringing 2 full sets of 99 of the top tier chi potions and chi food that you can get. Whether you make it or whether you buy it from the store, doesn't matter. Top tier that you can get. And then a full 99 of the top tier health restoring food and potions that you can get as well. If you do not have a healing ability, then well, probably just get 2 of each, like the others did with the chi potions. Do the same with the health potions as well. It'll be a bit more expensive, but that's what you get for not having heal. It's kind of how it works for the extra DPS that you would get instead of that heal ability. So you might kill them faster than those with a heal, but it'll be more expensive. That's the cost. Alright, final thing, cultivation. Many people in the closed beta have said they do not understand how it works. So, for those of you who already know how it works, or you don't care because you're not going to culty, or if you don't want a really boring description of every single bloody detail, then just stop watching the video, because this is going to be the last thing as far as I know. Alright, so, range setting, kind of obvious, how far you're going to go from your starting position. If I say begin, I can move 50 meters from here, or I can change it to however many. I just have it as 50 because, you know, there's no one around. I'll kill whatever the hell I want. Target settings, just, I don't really see the point in this. It's like, if you have targeted something and like you get stuck and you can't reach it for a full minute, then it'll ignore that target and switch to something else. Or if it's one of those mobs that run around the map and you can't catch it for a minute, then it'll switch to something else. That's really up to you. With my class, I have such long range abilities that I don't really need that. If I can target it, I can pretty much hit it. Enable companion collection. Definitely have that. So you've got to make sure you've gone collect, common, so that if any potions drop, then you can pick that up, all, and then just go start collecting. Have that ticked. Auto distribute items to party members. I mean, you're not going to be in a party. You're doing self-culty. If you are in a party, that doesn't really matter. Just, you know, change the stuff in here if you want. Auto loot nearby item drops. Your companion's already doing it. There's no point unless you don't have a companion capable of doing it, and that shouldn't be the case. When to stop cultivation. This part hasn't really come into much effect in the closed beta, because as soon as you run out of world energy, it cancels anyway, so that part doesn't really come into much effect in the closed beta, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Same with these parts, very self-explanatory, so I'm not going to bother explaining it. Loot management, auto sell sundry items. These are the sundry items, the things that have absolutely no use whatsoever, and are basically just there to be sold. If you have, like, this companion has sale, if your inventory is completely full of them, then it will go through and sell them all. But that is literally completely full. You do not have another spot left, and they're all 99 stacked. Then it will sell them, not a second before. So, while important, if you're doing like a 5-hour grind or something, it's like, and you're AFK the whole time, then like in any other situation, it's not really that important because you can just stop the quality and sell it yourself. But I digress. I keep it on just for the hell of it. It doesn't hurt. Alright, your skills. These are really set up how you like. So first, these are just when all these are on cooldown, you use this. Pretty self-explanatory. Casting charge skill. So if you have a charge skill on here, then it'll fully charge it and then launch it. Auto assign combos. Well, that's like yeah, just have it ticked. It's pretty standard. Auto cast combat focus skill. Again, pretty self-explanatory. You just grab your abilities in the order, put them in the order that you want, and basically each time you cast an ability, it'll go, alright, is this on cooldown? If it is, it'll go, is this one on cooldown? If it's not, it'll cast it. If that's not on cooldown, it'll cast it. Basically, the first thing that it runs into, which is available, it will cast. Right, and it'll just go keep going through, see how far it gets, and if it gets all the way through and all of them are on cooldown, it'll go to this one. And again, this part is pretty self-explanatory. If your health HP or your companion HP is less than whatever you set it for, you use these two abilities. I go Snowstorm. It's a big nuke around me to try and clear the area of as many mobs nearby as possible, and then I heal myself. Then after that, you've got the character healing. So if your HP or your Chi or is below whatever level you set it to, then it uses whatever food you've set it as, or auto select replacement restoration items is definitely a good idea. So that I've gotten better stuff than since I used that. But because I've got that ticked, I don't need to switch them out. And it'll go best items first, which is great. And anything in your hotkeys, it seems to use first, which is again great. Auto buy when recover items are not enough. I have not seen any way to use that. Because I haven't seen any NPCs on these maps that sell potions. They're only on the city maps, so I really don't see why they have that there, so just don't bother messing with it. Companion healing, health is below 25%, auto recover, drive below, loyalty lower, all that beautiful stuff, but you gotta have the correct items in your inventory, obviously. The drive one is nice, because that way, this drive here, it's just like your world energy. Takes forever to drain, but if you do manage to drain it, then it's nice to have that, if you have the correct item for it. HP below 10%, so I'm going to be healing already at 25% and at 60%, so if I manage to run out of both, then I'll just do that. Stop at 0 world energy. If you want to do that, and so that rather than getting experience, you can get these drops so you can enhance your gear more. Yep, go for that. Untick that. Durability. If your companion has the ability to has the companion skill, where is it? Fix. There it is. Repairs broken equipment. So yeah, you can repair your equipment when it breaks or when it gets to low durability if your companion has that. I recommend looking for a companion that has that. I haven't yet because it's just closed beta, so I haven't been bothered. But yeah, that will lengthen your stays if you plan to stay here for a long time. Then there's the gear upgrade. Like I said, you can, enhance all this stuff with the drops. This is just doing it automatically. So you can go moderate, or you can first boost your weapon to whatever level you want, or you can first boost whatever piece of gear that you want. And here it says the upgrade order. So if you go moderate, or if the first boost reaches whatever target level you've set, then it switches to moderate for the rest. So yeah, this is pretty much a must-have when your AFK self-culti is going, just because otherwise your bag would get overflowed and sorry. Yeah, your bag would just overflow and it wouldn't be pretty. So definitely have this on whatever setting you feel like. So yeah, that's been my guide to how to level 1 to 55. I hope you find it useful. I hope you don't give away the secrets to our guild's enemies. And I will see you guys in the open beta.